You are in this category of high cost, high skill. What could be done in order to further optimize it? Could one, for example, shift some burden from labor cost to tax on consumption? Could one shift some of the higher education cost to companies and families? What do you think?
We have had a very clear line in Finland that we have reduced taxes on labor in Finland. Income tax has been reduced and we have raised value-added tax. The leftist parties say that it's socially unfair. The fact is that you have to have high value-added tax to finance good social and health services. Otherwise, you can't gather the money, because if you have only income tax, in which Nordic countries have highest tax rate around 55-60, so you can't raise that level anymore. Otherwise, educated people will leave the country. If we don't have high value-added tax, indeed, so the tax on labor would be too high. Then instead of value-added tax, what you can always think is economically are special taxes that concern, for example, foreign production and environmentally disfavorable products. And of course, gasoline tax is a good example. In Europe, we tax gasoline very highly, and that's one way to try to diminish the import of gasoline or oil from other countries. Then we have to remember, as far as social fairness of value-added tax is concerned, so we have different rates in value-added tax. For example, in Britain, children's clothes are at 0 level. In Finland, food is at 13, and then work travel and medicine and books are at 9%. So in that way, you can be socially more fair. Okay, there is a general trend in the European Union that we should have one tax rate, but I think that will not materialize within a close future. Then as far as higher education is concerned, so I think the state must always take care of the higher education. So there is no one else who can, as a last resort, take care of higher education because so much resources are needed. However, universities need additional financing. And what has been done in Finland and in many countries, so when the universities have research projects, so they can be done in cooperation or when in cooperation with companies, or when companies see that a university does work that is very beneficial for the companies, so they can pro bono give money to the university and hope that the research work will lead into something. But to say to companies that you have to finance universities without any expectation of benefit, so I think that would be unfair and that would not work. Then one big thing is whether the students should pay fees. And in Finland, there's total opposition against paying the fees. What we have done lately is that foreign students who come outside the European Union, so you can levy fees on them. My personal experience is that I have studied at 3 universities. One of them was Columbia University in the United States. And I must say, people who pay high fees at a good university, they will study. So sometimes you say in Finland, universities are daycare centers where students come, party in the evening, have a nice time, but they don't learn anything. And there is some truth in this saying. It's not the whole truth, but however, I think some kind of fee would be beneficial for the students to show that they pay for something, then they require something, and they see that they have an obligation to study.